And welcome, I'm Antonina Antosha, and you are watching Head to Head with uatv. Last month, The Economist had published an article titled "Dancing with Danger, Europe's Populists are Waltzing into the Mainstream," stating the rise of populist ideas all over Europe. And Ukraine makes no exception. With its economy challenged by war, the demand for easy problem-solving naturally arises. Why populism may be dangerous? Are there any methods to prevent its influence? And how can a game be a populism vaccine? To discuss this, we're joined in the studio today by Olesya Drashkoba, Creative Director of Ukraine Crisis Media Center and You Choose Project Editor. Hello, Olesya, thank you for coming.
Hello.
So what is this game everybody's talking about? What is the main idea behind the game?
It is a first political game, and it started a little bit before. It was a long discussion in Ukrainian Crisis Media Center about politics, about populism, about social activism, post-truth, and we realized that we want to take part in this and solve those issues. And then we read a lot of articles, research, and understand that the only way to fight populism is to work with critical thinking. And that's why we decided to create this website with this political game in this because this game is one of the way to show that every political decision have the consequences.
Has consequences.
Yes.
I've tried the game. Of course, I am way too ambitious, so I've tried myself as a president. I have to admit, I failed miserably. I was thrown into a dustbin. I was kicked out of the international meetings. I was kicked out of international pictures. And, well, I got buried in the end. So I failed as a president. Now, my question is, of course, I didn't have enough time to play all the other characters you have. I will. So my question is, can you actually win in that game?
Yes, of course, a lot of.
And what happens when you do?
There is five kind of winning. I don't remember like all of them, but there are some funny, and then like a little bit more your success. You have monuments. I think you can have a monuments, yes, and you can be a part of some history book about Ukraine in one of the winning. Yes, a lot of people play and win and post in the social media. So I don't see people posting that they are lose.
Of course, yes. Nobody would post that they're lose. But as you mentioned, a lot of people have played and a lot of people are winning. How many people exactly? Well, do you keep any statistics of? Yeah,
yes, of course. Okay. And statistic is really very nice. Yesterday it was 39,000 of.
Just yesterday.
Just yesterday, yes.
And how long does the project exist?
2 days.
And how long does the project exist
2 days.
already? 2 days?
Yes, 2 days.
And you already have 37,000 visitors. Okay. This is great. Besides the IT specialists who created the game, what are the other specialists involved in the team you're working with?
Yes, of course, we work with lawyers, we work with economists, we work with political scientists, and we have some journalists in our team. So yes, of course. Because if you will play in this game, you understand that it's a lot of questions that we need the very precisely specialist in that.
Apart from the game, there is a whole website. How does this website teach its audience critical thinking?
In trendy and cool way. So
I've noticed that, actually.
Yes, we want to talk with the young target audience, not only about politics. We want to talk about social activity, about movies, books, history, about gender issues. Now we work with Ukrainian celebrities. For example, we have some videos. We create the rap song with Sasha Koltsova, for example, about critical thinking. Yes, we have Serhiy Zhadan. We cooperate with them. Tatusia Bobo. We work with young Ukrainian bloggers. We plan to have the comics there, and now we have some long reads, but interesting long reads. So I hope that this website will be very interesting for young target audience, because it's
so
cool.
If I understand correctly, the audience you're trying to target is the youth mainly.
Yeah, the youth.
Why?
Because the youth is ones who will build the future of Ukraine, and it's very important to speak with them, not with babushkas.
That's true.
Because everybody speaks with babushkas, no?
Now, from your point of view, is there a certain formula that can create a vaccine against populism in Ukraine? Because it's a great negative issue these days in Ukraine.
Critical thinking.
Only critical thinking.
Yes, yes.
And what is your understanding of critical thinking then?
Critical thinking, it's a very big problem. So it's not only political.
Of course.
It's about how you think, what question you have when you read some material. Yes, what question you have when you see some speeches. Yes, what is the main point you're thinking about? Do you search, for example, the medias you usually watch? Or so it's a big. Very big, not problem, but
issue.
Yes, the big issue.
Well, your website is obviously not enough to account for the whole young population of Ukraine. Any ideas on how we could educate our young people to learn to master the critical thinking?
This game, it was one of the part of this, I think direction, how we can do this in a cool and trendy way, because nobody will read. Of course, somebody
will read articles.
Yes, somebody reads, of course. Yes,
yeah.
but it's really very big problem, because in Ukraine we have a lot of very good analytics. We have very good articles about some problems, reforms, etc., etc. But it's a little bit boring for a target audience to read about it. And in this game we have, I think, a lot interesting political situation we have now. Of course, we change the name, we change the situation,
well,
we
clearly,
make it very not so realistic, but we work with this problem, and maybe after this game, when you see the TV or listen the speeches or see some, I don't know, fighting in the social media, you can think, oh, okay, but if I do like this, so it will be not very realistic, or it will be very hard to the budget, or something like that.
Okay, have you ever considered to cooperate with Ukraine's government in the future, considering your project?
We have now the idea like this. I think that
it's not going to change, right? So you will never...
No.
Okay. In general, what are your plans
there is
for the
not a
future?
political... we don't work with political money. We don't work with them now, and don't plan to do this in the future.
Okay, in general, what are your plans for the future as the project, as the team who created this project?
We want to work with very good writers and bloggers, and create a lot of cool articles. We want to create the comics about critical thinking. We want to speak maybe in special project about gender, about ecology, for example, because it's a part of critical thinking for me to we plan finish the game, because we have prime minister and
a deputy, a president, and the head of the
regional,
the city council.
Yes. So we plan to finish this. Maybe we will create the application maybe, because now, of course, it's a very simple situation, only yes or not. But in application, you can make it longer, you can make it,
more
election, for example, or something like that. Yeah, so it can be more interesting.
Does that mean that your team is going to be expanding? Are you looking for anybody to join?
We, of course, we want to work with some NGOs partners, with some grants, with some foreign partners, maybe Ukrainian social businesses. So yes, we are open, of course, for the special project, and we will read about this. This is a special project.
Well, thank you so much, Olesya, for coming, and thank you for telling us all about this amazing project you have. We wish you all the luck and success in the future.
Thank you very much.
That was Olesya Drashkoba. She is the You Choose project editor. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned with UATV.